Alright, everything's looking good. Hi, I'm Shade Raven Black, aka Shapebox Psychotic Gremlin. As a reminder, my content stuff for kids that goes like a sailor anyway. Welcome! The chat worked right away. I am really happy about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into Sonic Rumble. Oh, and I think in about 9 days, Sonic Crossworlds Festival with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is going to be happening, so look out for that. A lot of people say, oh, they're Generation Z Turtles. No, they're not. They're after that. I think it was like beta or alpha. Let me take a look. Let's see. What generation's after Z? Yeah, it's alpha. It's Generation Alpha Turtles. I mean, you know, there's gonna be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for every generation, and I've accepted that a long time ago. Generation Z Turtles were actually the CGI 2008 Nickelodeon's Turtles. And that's actually a good Turtles. It really is. That's my favorite version of Master Splinter. I plan on like owning the series on Blu-ray or DVD, like one of the two one of these days. Same with the OG 80s ones and the 2003 series, like, and I want to say, like the original comics too, and the IDW comics. Sorry, actually hit the table, but thing is, you know, that shit's expensive, so it's gonna have to be like an overtime thing. And I plan on collecting all the Sonic IDW comics at some point, but I want to get the hardcovers. But as of right now, I do not have room for them. Plus, they are expensive. But once, you know, I go through some stuff and maybe have a better bookshelf, I would do that. I was kind of hoping when we move, we'll have, like, maybe a little library or something. I think that would be cool. Damn. Feels like there's something in my throat. Drinking water seemed to help. Maybe that's all I needed. Alright. But I was like up all night last night, working on my portable hard drive for the Wii, the original Wii. I bought the shit refurbished. So it's like the PC detected it, but it didn't at the same time. So I had to jump through a lot of hoops to get it working. And to format it. A lot of people are like, well, I'm just gonna send this back. Nah. Especially these days where fucking prices are skyrocketing. You gotta get that bitch working. I mean, I would say troubleshoot the best you can and use the internet. It's a tool for a fucking reason. What the hell? Alright, that's weird. Guess there's a glitch there. Anyway. Hyper Boost Battle? You know what? Let's start off with that. I wouldn't mind. But yeah, I had to get to the technical stuff and get to Device Manager. And had to type in some prompts and look for the exact name for the file. Like for the drive, because it was like registered as disk 2, like DISK 2, and it was unallocated, so I had to do some stuff and reset its volume, like how much memory does this drive supposed to have, and the maximum is obviously, you know, how much, you know, I bought. Because usually when you buy like a portable hard drive that's like 5 terabytes or 1 terabyte, they're not going to be exactly that. They're going to be a little lower, but not by much. And then that's normal. But But yeah, I did the volume shit and I formatted to the fat format because you're gonna need to format to the fat format in order to get the Wii's to read it. And yeah, that shit took a while, and apparently for the Wii ROMs had to be a certain format, or yeah, I'm just gonna call it that, like a type. I think it's called WS something. Like, I'll look at it after this round. Ah, shit. Let me. Ah, I got. Yay! Yeah, but. Sometimes, like, I wish more of those narcissistic Barbies would realize, like, how much a lot of work, you know, is all this technology is, and kids learning this stuff is a good thing. And not just being chronically online with social media, arguing with strangers, or learning from bad role models, you know? But let me take a look at my files and take a look. Yeah, it's called WBFS. Yeah, because you know, because certain files need to be at the root of the directory, which means it's at the very top. Like when you first click on the drive or said file, it means you're in the root of it, like top of the list. And as you create more folders, you keep going lower and lower and lower. Like, think of it like layers, like a cake. It's fascinating. Honestly, you know, I wish, you know, I could build my own PC. It seems fun. And that's something like a lot of these bad influencers need to fucking wrap their head around. Is that there's a lot of good you can use technology for and not treat it like some drug for other people but never yourselves. It's just bonkers to me, like how he went from, oh, you gotta learn how to use all this, to like, oh no, screen time, it's all bad for you, screen time. Like, I don't like going to the extreme, giving like a tablet to babies. That should have never happened. Yeah, maybe have like a 6-year-old at a PC, like looking up some stuff, like with supervised like I was, and play some kid computer games. Like I played like the Cartoon Network fucking Flash games. Like I'm not kidding. Like how difficult that is to grasp for some people, because immediately nowadays when these creatures see a 6-year-old kid at a PC, you know, as a parent, they're like, oh my god, such a bad parent using a screen, da da da. It's like, a PC is very different from a tablet, numbskull. Like, when years ago it was seen as a good thing, just as long as the parent was present. That's what I don't understand. And yeah, with this Wii projects I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be playing a combination of ROMs and discs. But I mainly want to dip my toes into the world of homebrew games and see what the community has made. That's what I really want to do. And see like what mods they made. Because I think it's awesome. For people that you know, outside, I think it's just all piracy. It's like, no, there's a whole community out of that. That's black and white thinking. You know, the reason why we have like ROM backups is because physical media doesn't last forever, and the direction we're going, people is acting all nonchalant about physical media going away. Like, you know how much I would love to live near a game store that sells cheap retro games? I would love that so much, but I would still make my digital backups. But hey, I got it both on discs and the digital backup. I mean, I plan on building my collection physically over time, so I don't know what the problem is. Not that you guys have to, but that's just a me thing. And whenever I'm financially secure, I would probably either get a Star Forge PC or just build my own. I wouldn't mind learning how to build my own. That shit just sounds pretty cool. And if I ever have kids, I want to teach them how to build their own and all the technical stuff and not be one of those, you can only be on for 20 minutes or you're fucked for life. Wow. And I want to warn them about the worst of the vanity shit from Instagram and Facebook. I'm not gonna hide it from them. I'm gonna be like, see, that's what happens. And you see the worst of this, like, TikToker here? See, that's what happens when you're addicted to vanity and all eyes are on you. I mean, obviously, you know, when they're a little ass kid, you spend a lot of time with them, and I plan on maybe getting a Nintendo 64 or Dreamcast and playing with them. But when they get to a certain age, I'm gonna teach them, like, more about this stuff. And I really hate, like, how some people, mostly out-of-touch women, that claim that reading books and playing a game or using technology, it's a one or the other thing. Like, dude, knock it off. Both are valuable resources, and a video game is a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. Like, I don't understand. Like, I used to have an ex-best friend that wanted to could slit my own fucking throat all the way to my belly with my guts hanging out, all because I love video games, and she thought gamers were losers and anyone who didn't read books deserved to be basically beaten. She made me hate reading for a while. But, you know, I've got to, like, but nowadays, I got a whole collection of animal encyclopedia books, and I'm going to be building my comic book collection and my manga collection. And I was thinking about getting some horror books, like the original Frankenstein book, and reading that. See, you can't be doing that shit. If a kid has trouble reading, he probably has dyslexia. Like, people just go like, oh my god, it's the video games. Well, no, you're just not relating to your kid. You're just scapegoating, motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you. Get them a Zelda game. Get them a game guide. If they get stuck, they're gonna have to read said game guide. So, there you go. And you can take a note from Hideo Kojima's parents, where his parents didn't shun him from watching a lot of movies. And I mean a lot of them. But here's what they did. They got him to write about the themes of the story, the characters. Because they wanted him to understand what happened in the movies and the themes. He's a very successful video game developer nowadays. He was responsible for the early Metal Gear Solid games, which sold greatly, by the way, and he made Death Stranding. Yeah, that man's a fucking genius. And his mom isn't a gamer. She took her time playing his games. It took her a really long time because she's not really into games, but she's like, this is my son's game, and I'm gonna play it when I can. And when she's done, usually about a year or so, she'll call her son and be like, hey, I completed it. This is what I think about it. And she loved her son so much. She was really supportive. So, that's something you guys are fucking, or these fucking people are missing. Relating to their kids and actually forming a genuine bond. I don't know what else to say regarding that other than it's really these messed up adults that need help, not the kids. Amazing, the kids need these adults to grow the fuck up and relate to them. And be supportive of their hobbies and help them branch out. Yeah, a kid is not an extension of yourself. Or your little accessory or pet. Your kid is a person. You are raising that person. Just make sure you raise a good person in a decent relationship. I'm not saying raise a best friend, okay? And when you're telling the kid I'm not your friend, don't just say that. Just say, you know, I'm not your friend because I'm better than that. I'm your parent. I'm supposed to be here for you and I'm supposed to help guide you. But I also want you to talk to me. That's what you should be saying. Is you gotta make them realize that you're better than a friend. Not that whole closed off bullshit like where I don't care, I'm the parent, you do as I say, barking orders type of thing. That's gonna make the kid not. It's gonna make them be more sneaky with you, and try to distance themselves. You wanna know how I know? My father. He was not only a pedophile, but he was a lot like that. He constantly neglected me. He screwed over my brother by getting him into debt. So. I'm not saying it's an all-in-one thing. It's just be careful, like how you talk to your kids, because when they're young, they're gonna there's a chance they'll remember a lot of bad moments more than the good moments. Don't be a bad moment. Okay. Discipline when necessary, but also be there for them. Show them that you love them. Saying it is great. But showing it is golden. Okay? Alright. Oh shit. But anyway, let's focus more on this game. All right. Rouge Bat's looking good as always. Yeah, it's smart. Like people like talk about, oh, over-sexualized. She needs to be censored. No, she doesn't. I'm more ashamed of the women that say it. Because are you saying it's more empowering for women to cover up? That covering up will help the boys not, you know, attack us. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, yeah, there's like, yeah, some decency, but I think Rouge has enough decency. She's not dressed up like a porn star. She's just confident in herself. She's more than her looks. She's a treasure hunter, a spy. She's a very loyal friend of Shadow the Hedgehog, a valuable team member of Team Dark. Yeah, those who say that don't know the character. I mean, she in her own way watches over her friend Shadow. Guess, trust me, Shadow does need a friend. Especially. And I think Shadow has grown When he's in character, of course, grown to care about his friends as well. Mainly Rouge and Omega. But I hate it when they have him out of character to where he's just a knockoff, worst version of Vegeta. Fucking hate that. I like it better when he's in character and actually has depth to him. Not just a really bad, arrogant, edgy Vegeta. Like, don't get me wrong, I like edgy characters, but I don't... it's hard to explain. Like, I like it when they're written well, and not as just, oh yeah, I'm so cool, look at me. I'm a lone wolf. Like, it's kind of, it's, you know, I'm just gonna say it's kind of cringe. Yeah, it's like you're acting like that, you're not as cool as you think you are. Come on, man. But when Shadow's in character, he's awesome. He's cool. I like the Shadow the Hedgehog that protects his friends. That kept his promise to Maria to protect the planet. We're just gonna go with Earth or Mobius. Like, take your pick. That's the Shadow I appreciate. It's Sonic X Shadow Generations showed that Shadow. But all in all, yeah, I do like edgy stuff. It's just not when it's not when it's bad, but there's a difference between when it's so bad it's funny and so bad it's kind of eesh, you know. I hope they bring back Neo Metal Sonic. I'm sure they will at some point, and Chaos. I got all those red stars ready for the pulse of them. Come on. There we go. But you know, if you guys like a character like that, that's that kind of edgy, you keep liking them. It's just my personal opinion. It doesn't hurt anybody. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. I mean, I know there's Infinite fans. Personally, I don't care for the character. But, hey, if you love Infinite, more power to you. Doesn't bother me. I just think it could have been better written, personally. Like, could have been more threatening. You know, he does have potential, though. I will say that. Hey, I am not doing so well today. That's okay. Ugh. There's gonna be days like that. I ain't sweating. Let's switch to Party Rumble. 3 today. Alright. Alright, 2 more to go. Hey Jessica, how have you been? I actually wouldn't mind getting this Amy. She looks nice in that outfit. Alright, 2 more to go. Alright, we got one more to go. Alright, let's do this. Shippy ship. Nice. Alright. There was that one thing. I wanted to take a look real quick. Okay, so it finally did die, because earlier it wasn't updating die. Alright. I got 12 of those. 2 days. Nothing I really want, really. Okay. Anyway. Thank you so much for watching my stream slash videos. I appreciate it. Hit that like, subscribe. If there's any games you want me to play, any drawings you want me to draw in the future drawing stream, let me know down in the comments below. Remember, it's not a yes or a no, it's a maybe. And please remember to be the best versions of yourselves. Respect one another.